And both of these teams off to a good start, winning their first games in the NBA Cup.
And tonight is a huge one in this group. Remember, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head. So if you can get out to a 2-0 start, plus have the tiebreaker, you're in business.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Butler. And it's Capella in at the center position. And it's Butler off the drive. 5 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, that's good awareness of the shot clock situation. Jimmy calmly gets one off before time expires.
Now here's Williamson. Shoots a fadeaway. Capella with a rebound. Now the Warriors with it. Inside. Back to Pajemski. On the wing, Curry. And he makes it on the layup.
And I'll tell you, we see Curry working on his balance all the time. Well, I'll tell you what, it paid off on that challenging play.
And here's Poole. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Two shots.
And he drops the first. Hits both from the stripe.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Here's Butler. Basket's good. Butler's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, look, you can't give Butler these lanes to the rim. He's explosive on the attack.
Pass to Williamson. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Willie Green. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Pass to Pajemski. Capella, screen on Poole. From the arc. Pure from three-point range.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Oh, powered down with both hands.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
Kuminga against Williamson. 14 feet away. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, look, this is how you want to start every game. 5 for 5. Come on.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And right here on the 2K leaderboard, the best rebounding teams of the past 10 games. New Orleans, 4th.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. A nice setup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Pajemski with it. Poole picks him up. And here's Curry for 3. Back to Pajemski. Launches a 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pelicans trail by 8. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Williamson. Six to shoot. Poole outside. The 3 ball. Second chance effort. And he lays it in. 6 points for him.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Outside Kuminga. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. It's going to be Poole shooting. It goes on Brandon Pajemski. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Second team foul. Find the lane. Find the lane. At the line, Jordan Poole.
All right, Grant, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
Pass to Williamson. Williamson is double. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a hell ball violation. That's a jump ball.
Shoots. They get it back. Pass to Poole. Butler with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. He goes up, and it's Butler with the jam.
You gotta love the way Butler sets the tone defensively and then turns that defense into offense.
Now here's Poole. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Poole's got 5 points.
When Poole gets this close, he knows to go for it. He's not going to waste the chance at all.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to Capella. Curry with it. Back to Capella. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it. But he got to the ball just a moment late.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Pelicans making a switch here. Pelicans trail by 5. Poole outside. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Intercepted. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
The Warriors lead by 4. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Capella. Now here's Kuminga. He's guarded closely. Good D by Williamson. And it's Poole with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Williamson with it. Butler covering. Back to Poole. Williamson outside. Pulls up. Poole shot is off. Golden State has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Curry. Misses from short range. Pelicans trail by 4. Back to Poole. Here's Williamson. Hey, rejected by Capella.
An emphatic block by Capella, using his size and strength to shut the offense down.
Out of bounds. It'll be Pelicans ball.
Substitution in the court.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 11 so far. Poole outside. And again, New Orleans no good. The Warriors lead by 4. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, in terms of winners in NBA history, few have the resume of Draymond Green.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, "Get the ball inside," and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
First one falls. Taking a look at New Orleans, they won their first group stage game. A nice beginning to their NBA Cup journey.
Yeah, this second game is so key. The numbers tell us if you want to advance, there's a giant difference between starting 2-0 and 1-1.
And then the situation for Golden State. It was a strong start to the group stage for them, winning their first NBA Cup game.
Yeah, they played well in that one, but this will be a difficult challenge. Winning on the road is difficult in this league.
Now here's Poole. Give him 8 points now. Launches it. Reed with the rebound. The Warriors lead by 6. Got a piece of it. Outside Moody. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
If you're looking to become a catch-and-shoot expert, Curry is the player to study. He's a master.
Pass to Poole. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Moses Moody. New Orleans shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
George Poole.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Poole.
And you have to admire the confidence that Poole plays with. He wouldn't be where he is without it.
And both free throws good for Poole.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Down low. A slam dunk by Reed.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
Now here's Poole. Moody defends. It's Poole that drives. Count it. His fourth bucket in 8 shots.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Pass to post. Reed against Jones. Now here's Green. Outside Moody. Shot clock at 5. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 7. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Tried by Curry, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski comes in for Moody. That one falls for Curry.
And Curry's focus at this point in his career is clear: to keep winning championships.
Back to Poole.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Over Green. Poole for 3. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
And Poole is no stranger to the corner 3, as he showed on that play.
Outside Pajemski. Back to Curry. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Here's Post, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Brandon Pajemski.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Poole. The Warriors lead by 5. Here's Flanders. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Outside Reed. 1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Queen, he's checked in for New Orleans. New Orleans has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Back to Murray. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
That's what we like to see from Murray. Go at them.
Hey, Coach, you look at DeJounte Murray, a 6'5", do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team.
The free throw drops from Murray.
Well, you get a lot with Murray. Size in the backcourt. He plays at a high level on both ends. Very difficult matchup.
Here's Flanders. Outside Moody. Fires the three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Now here's Murray. 11 points for him last game against Chicago.
Yeah, and you can't overlook the 4 steals he added. Those were some major momentum swings.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. The Warriors on top. They're up by 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Trey Murphy out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Herb Jones, and it's Messi in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Look at Capella getting very physical. He's not afraid to take a hit while going for a bucket.
And Stan, for those teams struggling out of the gate, how do these coaches approach it right now?
Well, look, I think what's important, Brian, when you're talking to your team is they need to understand what it takes to win, why we win, and why we lose. And you've got to play to those expectations, all right, and those demands. It's not early in the year as much the results. It's about what you're doing on the court, well or poorly.
That one misses.
Well, Capella's shot his fair share of free throws. Not his expertise at this point.
Yep, that one goes.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Defensive foul. Brandon Pajewski. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for New Orleans, Trey Murphy. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, he doesn't get to the line all that often, but Murphy is nails at the stripe.
Pass to Butler. Oh, he got it with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Pelicans trail. Here's Queen. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
With an excellent balance of size and touch, he's a tremendous finisher right there inside.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
One shot.
And another thing, they've been on the attack tonight, going right at defenders with the ball in their hands early.
And that one misses. Well, Stan, you coached against some really tough players in your day. Where does Jimmy Butler stand right now? What makes him Jimmy Butler?
Well, I think, Brian, he's just a great competitor. He wants to take on the biggest challenges when he's on the defensive end, and on offense, he is willing to attack anyone.
Butler. The Pelicans pull it in. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. Pass to Queen. Here's Misi. Guarded by Capella. Stolen by Capella. Jones against Butler. And here's Capella. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Capella, screen on Murray. Clock at 6. Here's Flanders. Right side Pajemski. Outside Butler. Over Jones. And again, it's the Warriors missing. New Orleans in the lead. It's stolen. In transition, here they come. Here's Butler. Look at Butler finish the break.
Yeah, Butler pretty scary when he gets out in transition.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It's time for the dance dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what you got to do. Show us your move. Come on, y'all got to move it out there. Bring your move. Man, you are off beat. Woo, we have found a dance machine.
Here now are the teams that have made a difference with their defense in the past 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. To the paint. Stolen by Capella. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here's Flanders, defended by Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Capella. There's the block. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And the standings for the NBA Cup starting to come into focus.
Yeah, but there's still time to make a push. We'll just have to wait and see which teams are able to punch their ticket to the knockout round.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Pass to Misi. Here's Queen. Now here's Murray. The baseline J. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors leading. Here's Flanders. No good with the triple. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, good things happen when Murray challenges the defense.
First personal foul.
And, Coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of, if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You like to see where it's going?
Yeah, look, there's some times where I think we'd get a better game if the players do what they did in pickup games, Brian, and just called their own fouls. A lot of these cheap fouls would cease to exist. I think there's just got to be a better recognition from referees on what really impacts a play and what doesn't.
Capella, screen on Jones, to the middle. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, good old-fashioned slam from Capella.
Murray passes to Queen. Here's Misi. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Second personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
At the line for two. BC.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off. Bay, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And he's good on the second. Butler with the ball. Last game out, he had 44. Capella, screen on Bay. And here's Butler outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Queen's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Jones. Outside Pajemski. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Pajemski's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Butler is someone any coach would love to have. You see why with passes like these.
Outside Jones. Pass to Misi. Here's Queen. On the wing, Murray. From behind the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Capella's got 4 rebounds now. Outside, Green. Here's Flanders. Off target from 3-point range. Right side, Jones. Bay outside. Pass to Queen. And here's Jones. They set the screen. Down low. It's stolen by Green. To the paint. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, if you give Butler an opening, he will exploit the defense.
Murray passes to Jones. Here's Queen. Left side, Murray. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Outside Butler. Ooh, dismissed. And the Warriors make some changes. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Capella, and Harrison Barnes is subbed in for Jimmy Butler. For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. And, Coach, when we get to the playoffs, Jimmy Butler plays his best basketball.
Well, Brian, look, it's tangible. You see his numbers go up in the postseason. Butler's been the #1 option on multiple finals teams. That puts him in rare company.
Baseline jumper. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds now. The Pelicans trail. To end the cold spell. And it's good on the layup. Give him 8 points now.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Flanders, outside Pajemski. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Poole. Oh, what an effort by Poole!
Tremendous strength by Poole right there. Just pushing past the contact.
Here's Flanders. Here's Pajemski. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
It's Pajemski on the wing. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Pass to Poole. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Brandon Pajemski.
Yeah, just a tough play by Poole. Having to fight through the defense.
Stan, you coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
And both free throws good for Poole. Golden State has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Outside Moody. Pass to Curry. This one for 3. Oh, Curry! A sick triple!
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Poole outside. 4-3. Can't get it to go. Shooting 6 for 12 from the field now.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Kuminga pulls it in.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Moody from outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson passes to Poole. Back to Williamson. Williamson is doubled. Goes to the fadeaway. Williamson's got his first basket.
Well, there, instead of forcing the issue, Zion takes what the defense gives him.
Outside Moody. Pass to Curry. Fires from deep. No luck on that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Now Williamson. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Warriors leading.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Curry. Outside Kuminga. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Kuminga's got 5 now.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
He takes it in. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Now Curry, 11 points in the game. Pass to Barnes. To the wing on the left. Puts up a three. Another three for Golden State.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And he jams it home with authority.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Let's get all your attention right there on center court. Here comes the Pelicans High Squad.
We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Warriors, they're in a solid spot right now, 5th place. And check it out, New Orleans, down a few spots.
Checking out the Pelicans, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Curry passes to Moody. Curry, a screen on Poole. Moody from outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Pass to Poole. From the arc. Look at Poole showing the range.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Inside, post. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Lets it fly. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. In transition, here come the Warriors. Yep, that one goes. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. 1 second left. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Warriors on top, they lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. All right, they're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestant.
Hello, everybody. We all like close games, and tonight's matchup with the New Orleans Pelicans does not disappoint.
Give me Coach gray hairs with the turnovers. It's time to slow things down. Protect the rock. Make the simple play.
Dr. O'Neal, I think your diagnosis is right on the money. All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look here now at New Orleans, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One of the stories here, Jordan Poole. Man, is he getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Pelicans trail by 4. And so in the game for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Clint Capella out there with Kuminga, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Pass to Poole. Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Capella with it. Back to Butler. Lets it go. The shot off that time.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
There's a screen. Poole for 3. Rebounded by Butler. The Warriors lead by 4. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Pelicans trail by 5. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Williamson looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Yes! And the foul! That one on Capella.
he hears the whistle and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for one. Number 17.
Warriors leading. And here's Podziemski. 18 points for him. Knocked loose. Butler right to the heart.
It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, you know he's going to convert.
Williamson against Kuminga. Poole outside. There's the drive. The three is up. Gets the three ball to go. He has 7.
Well, and Murphy takes a good number of threes for a reason, because he knows how effective he can be from the arc.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. To the inside. Goes up from the block. Capella can't get it to go. New Orleans is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier. And when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
The Warriors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Butler finds Kuminga. And count that! 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Golden State, Jonathan Kuminga. At the line for 1.
Shot.
And here's New Orleans now, trailing by 4. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that's the 3rd game out of 4 at home for them. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Put your hands together. I can hear you. Bring your bucket dance team.
Now the league leaders in scoring. Jimmy Butler on top.
He's the guy every defense fears. Can't even slow him down right now.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Poole. Let's go with a three. Warriors with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And the basket by Curry.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad three for Steph.
Pelicans trail by 7. Poole outside. And Poole fighting through contact.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And here's Curry for 3. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Poole outside. From deep. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Butler passes to Curry. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
Yeah, and the way Curry always finds the open man is impressive.
It's Poole on the wing, defended by Podziemski. Williamson outside. It's stolen by Curry. Curry takes it in, and he lays it in off the breakaway. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over.
Pelicans fans, please give a big round of applause for your Pelicans new dance team.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green is checked in.
Those were your Pelicans. Make some noise.
And so it's Golden State with it. 9-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then Sunday, they'll defend the home court against the San Antonio Spurs.
And that game against Portland, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.